Hello friends, I am Amir Nizami and today we are going to study the plot of a function in a MATLAB. So let's start. So here we can see that a function is shown here. So we will take the data point. So the function is fz and here it is g by h and the function fz is z into 1 minus 4g square upon 3h square. So we have to plot this function in this manner. Okay, so we will plot it in a MATLAB. So it's the problem 1. Let's see the second problem. So the second problem is here a function fz is given which is exponential to the power eta z. So we can see here that eta value is changing. So minus 1, minus 0.5, 0, 0.5 and 1. So corresponding to each eta value there would be a function fz. Okay, so those function here it is plotted. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for corresponding each eta value the function fz is plotted here. So on the same figure different values of fz has been plotted. So we will see how to plot this function and how we write a function in a MATLAB so that we can make a plot different plots on the same figure. We will also use the command sprintf and dlm read for this plotting. And the third one we can see here that corresponding to different function fz Ambatsonian and Kazakvis, fz Levinson, fz. So each author has chosen their own functions and they are very close to each other. So the function is plotted here and compared. So when we use the research paper, so generally we use to compare our functions with the exact value. So that we can tell that our values or our results are much closer to the exact one. So we have to compare. So how we compare different functions? So we plot it on the same figure. So like this, it is plotted and it is shown that which function is here. So the blue one is this. So in this manner, the legend is also shown here. So command legend would be there, which will help to compare that which results are which one corresponding to which other, which result is there. So we will see how to plot these. So here for plotting some basic knowledge we should know that we always use a term matrix and a vector. These two terms we generally use. So we know that an array of values that is arranged in the manner m by n is a matrix a11, a12 and so on and amn. Okay, but when we say it's a vector, it may be a row vector and it may be a column vector 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, or 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is a row vector. So what would be the size of row vector? It may be here 4 values. So row is 1 and column is 4, and here row is 4 and column is 1. So column size is 1. So it is a column vector. It's a column vector. So generally it is very important in the MATLAB because when we want to plot any function, if we want to plot any function, so it always reads the column vector. So when we plot a function, suppose f of z corresponding to a z value, so the z value it is a vector and it should be a column vector. It should be a column vector. What it means? Suppose we are having x-axis and we are having y-axis. So on x-axis we are having our z value and on y-axis we are having our f of z value. Okay, so suppose that z is minus 5 to plus 5. Okay, so here it may be minus 5, minus 4 and so on, and the last value would be plus 5. And here the value of fz would be there corresponding to each value of z value. For fz5 some value would be there and so on. Okay, so this z value must be arranged in a column vector. What this value is? It should be arranged in this manner: minus 4, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3 and 4 plus 5. So it should be arranged in this means it would be 11 by column would be 1. Okay, so it should be arranged in this manner. So corresponding to each z value means this would be what we can write. It is the first value of z, and the second value of z would be 4, minus 4, and so on. So the last value would be z of 11. Okay, so corresponding to each z value there would be f of z value. So f of z1, that would be f1, f of z2, that would be f2. So it would also be a column vector. So corresponding to each value there would be a s value. So it would plotted in this manner. So we should understand that the MATLAB, when we give the values, it always reads the column vector. So let's see. We will go to MATLAB. We will see here our first function fg was z into 1 minus 4z square upon 3h square. So here we have taken a constant value of h as is equals to 10, and z value we have written here a command linspace -5 to +5, and how much points we want, we have taken there 11 points. We can take it 100 points or any number of points we can give here, 20, 21. So we have distributed it in or 21. Okay, and then corresponding to each also we have just given here transpose. This sign is transpose. So why we have given this transpose? Because we want a column vector. If we remove it, it would not be a column vector, it would show a row vector value. So we can also see if we remove it and if we run this value, save it, and we will run up to this value. So up to z value what it is showing, we will see. So z value is shown here. It is a row vector. Okay, it's column 1 through column 5 and column 6 through, and how much column? Column 21. But if you want only one column and rows should be 21. So what we have to do? We have to just make a transpose here. So we are just making a transpose. So it is the sign of transpose. Now we will read this value. Let's see what it is showing now. So now it is showing a column vector, that the column is 1 and rows are 21. Okay. Similarly, now we will just see fg value. We evaluate it. So fg will also be a column vector. So f1 is also a column vector. Okay. So now we will see. We will just plot this function here. So what we have seen here, that we are having a fg value and we have normalized this value z norm, which is nothing but z divided by h. So what it would be, -5 to +5. So it would divided by h, so -0.5 to +0.5, it would get normalized. And we have written a command plot. What we want to plot function f1 and corresponding to what? Z norm. And the color we have written that we want red color, and line style that we want this dotted line. We don't want a continuous line but a dotted line. So we have given this line style command. And x level we want f1, and on the y axis we want z norm. So we have seen that when we have given the command, so we got the value. So we are having this figure that a dotted line is there. If we want a bold line, so what we will see, we will just cut it and we'll just come in this command. We'll just remove this and now we will run. So let's see. So now it is a continuous function. Okay, so in this manner we plot a function in a MATLAB. Now the second problem what we were having, the second problem was to plot a number of function and compare it. So we will see how to plot various function and compare. So it was our first function. We can also take our second function as g equals to 2 sine this value. So we will see. Control C, and we will write here function f2. This is our second function. And let's see this with f3. We will take it the third function as this. So we can give it capital H. We are taking everywhere, so we can also take here capital H. And f4 would be here Control C. Here also H must be capital. Okay. And one more function we will take, f5 would be equals to C, Control V, capital H, and inverse 10 we can also have a command like this. We can also give this command. So we are having 5 different functions, f1, f2, f3, f4 and f5, where f5 is h sine hyperbolic, okay, v by h, and minus v cos hyperbolic half. We are giving dot here. Wherever we divide, we give a dot. When a vector is divided by any constant, we give a dot here. And everything is complete here. Okay. And now we will plot. Okay. So let's plot this. So we will have a command, hold on, and we will just Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V. So it would be f2. This function would be f3, f4, and f5. Okay. So f1, f2, f3, f4, and f5. 5 functions are there, and we are plotting all the 5 functions. We are writing a command, hold on, and x level we want f, or we can say functions, and y level denom. So now we will just click here. Let's see. Okay, we just remove it. We'll again give a command. See what we are missing here. Variable z cos. So somewhere in the line 16 we are having an error. Z cos. Z is here. It's in multiplication of cos hyperbolic, so it must be that. Okay. Now we run. Okay. Just a minute. We will just run it again. Functions, different functions are shown here. We will just see there. Just give it. Okay, genome G by H. We have plotted F1, F2. Color we can change, or it maybe color may be automated. So we can remove the color also. It's not required. Let's see. Okay, so here it's shown the function. Various functions are shown here. So they have on the same plot they are made. F1, F2, F3, F4 and F5 functions. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. All the 5 functions are plotted on this graph. So some are comparable but some are much varying. So we can plot in this way, and we can use a command legend so that we can get into identify that which function is which one. So we will write a command here, legend f1 comma okay, we will just edit it, f2, f3, f4, f5. We just give a command again, run. Yeah, so now we can see here that f1 is this color, okay, f2 is the red color, so this function is f2, f3 is the yellowish color, so here it is this color, f4 this blue color, and f5 is this green color. So from this we can see that the legend help us to recognize that which function is plotted and which one is the f1 and f2, so different functions. So in this manner we have plotted the various functions on the same figure. So we will end here with these functions, and in the next class we will just see how we use the DLM read command and write command as printf command so that we can plot various functions on the same figure. So thank you.